This is the Standard of Excellence podcast, your daily nugget to thinking sharper, moving faster, and living better. Every day we break down one principle that high performers live by, the habits that create consistency, and the discipline that creates freedom. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your standards. I'm your host, Isaac, and today we're talking about one of the most defining traits of excellence: doing hard things on purpose. In a world built for comfort and convenience, choosing difficulty might seem backward. But the truth is, the person you become is shaped not by what comes easy, but by what you're willing to endure. We live in an age that worships ease. You can order anything with one click, get validation in a second, and escape discomfort with a swipe. And that convenience has quietly weakened our resilience. We've started to believe that hard work equals bad, that struggle means failure, that discomfort means you're doing something wrong. But excellence, real excellence, is built in the moments of discomfort. Because growth only happens when you move beyond your current limits. Ask anyone who's mastered their craft, an athlete, an entrepreneur, an artist, even a parent. They'll all tell you the same thing. The hard parts are what shape them the most. If life feels easy, it's probably because you're staying within the boundaries of who you already are. Doing hard things is how you become something new. Let's go deeper. Why does doing hard things matter on a psychological level? Because your brain adapts to whatever levels of resistance you expose it to. When you do easy things, your tolerance for challenges shrink. But when you do hard things on purpose, your capacity expands. This principle is called stress adaptation. Just like a muscle grows stronger after being broken down, your mind and character grow stronger after struggle. That's why you can't build resilience by avoiding difficulty. You build it by facing it head on. Each challenge teaches your nervous systems, your emotion, and your willpower how to stay grounded under pressure. And over time, something incredible happens. What once felt impossible becomes your new normal. You raise your baseline for what hard even means. But there's a dangerous illusion that comfort equals happiness. But in truth, comfort often leads to complacency, and complacency breeds frustration. Because deep down, we're built for challenges. We crave progress. We're designed to test limits. That's why people who chase comfort often feel restless. They've traded purpose for pleasure, and that trade never satisfies for very long. Comfort numbs you, but it never fulfills you. It gives true temporary relief, but steals long-term growth. So when you avoid the hard things, you also avoid the reward that comes from conquering them. The self-respect, the momentum, the quiet confidence that only comes from doing what most won't. Excellence demands that you seek difficulty, not escape it. So what does it mean to do hard things on purpose? It means you deliberately chose the path that challenges you instead of the one that spares you. It means you step toward discomfort, not recklessly, but intentionally, because you know that's where your growth lives. It could mean waking up early to train when no one's watching, having the uncomfortable conversation that you've been avoiding, taking responsibility instead of shifting blame, or pushing through the temptation to quit even when no one would blame you if you did. Doing hard things on purpose is an act of self-leadership. It's saying, I refuse to live below my potential. And when you make that choice enough times, life's challenges stop intimidating you because you've already trained for them. Here's the paradox. We think the reward comes after the hard thing. But in truth, the reward is often in the hard thing. Every moment of struggle teaches you something that comfort never could: patience, endurance, humility, or clarity. When you do hard things on purpose, you build inner credibility, that quiet, unshakable confidence that says, I can handle this. That's a confidence that can't be bought, taught, or faked. It's earned through friction and hard work. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something that genuinely scared you? Something that forced you to grow? Maybe it was starting a new project, standing up for yourself, or committing to a habit that stretched you beyond your comfort zone. Those moments shape the story you tell yourself about who you are, and that story becomes your identity. The more you step into difficulty, the more your identity becomes, I am the kind of person who can do hard things. That belief in one of the most powerful tools you'll ever have. Doing hard things on purpose doesn't require monumental acts of heroism. It starts with small, deliberate choices. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, speaking up when it would have been easier to stay quiet, finishing what you've started even when you're tired, choosing honesty over comfort, or pushing for excellence when good enough would do and no one would blame you. Each time you do, you reinforce that identity. You prove to yourself that strength is a choice and you chose it. You were not built for easy. You were built for evolution. And every challenge you willingly face becomes a teacher, shaping you into someone wiser, stronger, and more capable than you were yesterday. So today, find one thing that feels uncomfortable and do it on purpose. Not to prove anything to anyone else, but to remind yourself of what you're capable of. Because the road to excellence will never be easy. And that's exactly why it's worth walking. Thanks for listening to the Standard of Excellence podcast. If today's message spoke to you, share it with someone who's facing difficulty doing the right thing right now. And remind them, growth isn't found in the easy things. Until next time, pursue excellence, do hard things on purpose, and make today matter.